If you haven't been aboard a Baja in a while, now's a good time to take a closer look. This is the 340 Sportfish. While at first glance it might look like a dedicated sport fisherman, it's actually a pretty fast family fun boat.
It's a great cruising boat, it's a great dive boat. It has a swim platform for swimming off the back end, as well as fighting fish from the back end.
It turns out the 340 Sportfish is as flexible as an acrobat, and that's by design. Baja starts you out with a well-built, soft-riding hull with a 24-degree dead rise at the transom, then adds in features such as a double-wide center console, jump seats, and cuddy cabin forward. But from there on out, the boat is yours to customize depending on whether you like to cruise, fish, or ski. The aft cockpit runs nearly full beam and is protected on all three sides by deeply padded coaming cushions. An insole hatch here provides some storage and direct access to such items as the engine oil reservoirs, but this is for sight checking the levels only. Now, you won't be fishing the boat 100% of the time, and when you're idling down the channel or cruising, this aft bench seat for two flips down easily with one hand for extra seating and flips up and away just as quickly. Over to port, there's a locker that gets you direct access to the battery switches along with a spigot for freshwater washdowns that comes with the Sportfish pack. The Sportfish pack also gets you this big 30-gallon recirculating live well when you're fishing goggle eyes for sailfish. One feature we really liked on the 340 is these extra wide walkways that lead easily from cockpit to foredeck. One way Baja did this is to keep the grab rails out of the cockpit and inset in the gunnels, along with two drink holders on either side. Meanwhile, you also get non-locking rod racks on either side, plus extra large insole fish boxes that are 5 feet long. That should be plenty to hold your catch of the day. Another way Baja maximized walking space is to create this sleek center console helm for two. It features twin bolster seats that drop down manually, and while they weren't particularly easy to operate on our test boat, we did appreciate the deep padding and outstanding vinyl workmanship. The helm itself is on the port side and features a stainless steel tilt wheel as standard equipment, along with an extra high acrylic windshield that's rimmed in stainless for strength. The Sportfish pack also gets you key for racing controls with in-handle trim mounted amidships, plus dual ram K-plane trim tabs with LED indicators so you can really dial in the 340 at speed for a balanced ride.
Now, I did mention this is a family fun boat, and this is part of the package right here. It's an enclosed porta potty. This is actually plumbed right in, and there's a few other features. There's a window for good ventilation. Your Clarion CD changer is right here. Terrific access to your fuses, as you can see here.
Fully forward, you'll also find two jump seats on either side with lockers that can be used for dry or wet stowage. And finally, there's a basic V-berth fully up in the bow that's a great place to stow gear or take a little snooze while waiting for the rods to go off. As you would expect from a performance boat builder like Baja, speed and therefore weight are everything. They kept the 340 at a fighting weight of just 6,100 pounds by using hand-laid biaxial laminates in the hull and end-grain balsa coring in the decks and hull sides. Plus, even though she's more than 34 feet long, she's still trailerable without a permit at just 8 foot 6 inches wide. With a pair of 250 horsepower Merc EFIs, we jumped on plane in just 4.9 seconds and hit a top-end speed of 61.9 miles an hour at wide-open throttle. With her oversized 272-gallon fuel tank, the 340 can cover more than 300 miles between stops at the fuel dock, and because she has no steps, she carves through high-speed turns with no tendency to cavitate the props.
So which is it? A dedicated center console fishing machine or a fast family fun boat? Well, our test showed the 340 Sportfish from Baja is a little bit of both.